Rachel found herself in an entanglement. She could not sleep trying to establish how she felt for these two lovely people in her life. The whole night she tossed and turned. Rachel wished she didn't have to choose. Each individual was nice in their own way. She knew she had to make a choice. Everything was happening so fast. Her night to remember boyfriend, the father of her child, who she had been waiting for 6 years, had confessed his undying love for her. Rachel was deeply touched by his confession. Rachel felt some strong feelings of love, thinking about Mr. Johnson. If she had known this is how much he cared for her, she wouldn't have left him. At the same time, Tim was also a good person, polite and helpful. At some stage in her life, she considered marrying him. They went through some tough situations together. Rachel shared a strong bond with Tim, too. The next morning, Rachel went to see Mr. Johnson to give him her response. Rachel knew she owed him an explanation first, before making a decision. She tearfully recounted how she had fallen pregnant from their night to remember incident, and how she had kept Jay a secret, fearing Mr. Johnson wouldn't believe her. Most men would never believe that just one night of passion can give birth to a child. But Mr. Johnson said, "But I am not most men. You should have at least tried to tell me." She admitted that she was wrong in keeping the baby a secret. However, she confirmed that she had never dated anyone else, secretly hoping that Mr. Johnson would find her. Mr. Johnson, moved by her story, stood up and hugged her. "I wish you had told me," he said softly. "I am someone who takes responsibility for his actions." He professed his undying love for her, explaining that no other woman had managed to capture his heart since she left. Rachel also confessed her love for him, and that she had loved no other man after she left him. They both agreed to rekindle their relationship and tell Jay about his father. However, they needed to figure out how to break the news to Tim gently. After discussing it, they decided to have an open conversation with Tim to clear things up. Tim, though heartbroken, realized that Rachel truly loved Mr. Johnson and that their reunion was best for their son, Jay. He gracefully accepted the situation, requesting a transfer and wishing Rachel and Mr. Johnson well. Tim remained in touch and took on the role of Jay's godfather. He found love again at his new branch and never regretted his decision to let Rachel go. 6 months later, Rachel was introduced to Mr. Johnson's family, and the two were married. Mr. Johnson felt like the happiest man on earth, as his dreams had finally come true. Mr. Johnson loved his son and wife, and vowed to make up for lost time each day. The moral of the story is that true love is patient and perseveres through time and trials. Rachel's purity and steadfastness ensured that when her true love found her, she was ready. Ladies, learn from Rachel's example. Stay true to yourself and your values, and your true love will find you when the time is right. Follow, like, and share, for I am posting exciting stories like these every day.